Today, I'm going to show you guys something really cool. We're going to get infinite token context locally on a very small system. I'm running on a 16 gigabyte Mac Mini, but we are going to have unlimited token usage inside of Ollama. Now, we are going to be using Ollama, so it is actually going to limit us to 1 million tokens, but the system we're using can be used for unlimited tokens, and we'll explain how it works at the end of the video. But first, I'm going to show you guys really quick how we can get it running in Ollama and how we can bring it into SillyTavern, because I know a lot of you guys like using SillyTavern, and the system we're going to be using for this is RWKV or RWKV. And we're going to download the Ollama version of RWKV and use that inside of our system. So let's hop straight into that, because it's now super easy. It used to be that it would be quite a bit of work to get this all working and integrated, but in the past few weeks actually it has become extremely easy to have unlimited token context locally, so you can have basically infinite memory. Really fun stuff. The repo that we're going to be using to get RWKV running locally is going to be this Herados RWKV 7, and they have a bunch of different versions of it. You have the 2.9, 7.2, and 13.3b, and as you can see, all of them have 1 million context. And technically, they do have more context than that. It's theoretically infinite with RWKV, but that doesn't actually mean it's functionally infinite. We'll explain that more at the end of the video when we're actually going into how this model works. But as you can see here, you can download the model using this system if you have Ollama installed in your computer. And this isn't a tutorial on how to get Ollama running. If you guys do want to that, I will link it in the description because we've already gone over that. But we're basically just going to run this command and get RWKV running on our Mac. However, I want to use the 13.3b, and this latest version is actually going to be this 2.9. So if you don't want to get 2.9, what you're going to need to do is we're going to open up our terminal, and instead we're going to do Ollama run Herados RWKV 7, and let me come back over here. We want colon 13.3b. So let's open that really quick. Colon 13.3b, and then all I need to do is hit enter, and it is going to install the 13.3b version. So all you need to do if you want a specific version is append the version you want, or if you don't append anything, it'll just default to this 2.9b version. And the 2.9b version works surprisingly well. I was very impressed with it. However, I do want to show for this tutorial the 13.3b version, because it is insane to me that we can be running a 13.3 billion parameter model locally on our Mac, and we have, a million tokens of context. That just is something that couldn't have been done before. So I am going to come back when this is finished downloading, and we can see how we can get it set up in Ollama and of course SillyTavern. And there we go. It downloaded pretty fast. It's not a huge model, around 8.4 gigabytes, a little bit more, but it's actually set up now so we can run it in our terminal just from putting this command in. And I do want to show you guys, we're going to run it in Ollama, but I want to show you guys if I put hello with a question mark, so I'm not doing a good prompt, it tends to wonk out a little bit. It won't necessarily give us the best output, so just keep that in mind. If you don't give it a good prompt and you get some funky output out, it's very possible it just doesn't have enough context. And actually in this case it does have enough context, probably because I am using the 13.3b. It's a little smaller, but if you're using some of the smaller models, I might just start writing some code or something. But it's being very intelligent right now, so that was not a good example. But if you do get something weird, it doesn't mean you downloaded it wrong or anything. Just try to bring it over into a conversation. So I'm going to terminate that, and now as you can see in Ollama, I have a conversation going here and it already shows up. So I can go to Herados RWKV 13.3b, and I think, if I'm not wrong, we are talking about venvs. So I can say something like, what is a venv? And it should tell me that's a Python virtual environment and whatnot and whatnot. And it will take a little bit to respond, but I do want to say it is a lot faster than a lot of the other local models I've used. In particular, if I'm using a 13.3b on my Mac, I would have probably had to fast forward it. In this case, it's doing this all in real time. There was no fast forwarding in that. So it's pretty blazing fast. I love it. And really quick, we'll show you guys how you can get it in SillyTavern. If you do have SillyTavern installed, I'll use the cat that we made in our other video to launch SillyTavern with one click. And we're going to make this full screen. All I need to do is come to the connection profile in text completion, make sure that we are set to API type Ollama. So there's a few APIs, make sure you selected text completion, and then just select the RWKV, and you will now have 1,000,000 tokens of context inside of SillyTavern. So if you've been having maybe memory issues or something like that, this is a great option to use. And I do really recommend, even if you're not into like role playing or maybe you don't use SillyTavern, this is a great environment to start experimenting with RWKV in, just so you can see the amount of memory that it has, which just really blows me away because it is still a small model. So I wouldn't recommend necessarily putting it into an agent or something like that yet if you're running like OpenClaw or something, but you should definitely start experimenting with it because I've gotten into 13.3b. I'm having high hopes for this. The only thing is, SillyTavern doesn't even go up to 1,000,000 tokens. It only goes up to, I think, like 524,000. So you would probably want to unlock it just so that it can go even more. But with that, you can just start chatting with any of your characters. So I'm going to come over to Sasha, and I believe she was talking about something about a campground. So I can say, let's go check out that campground. And if you don't use SillyTavern, I will put a link for how to get this all set up on your computer as well. It's very simple. And she's saying we just got to the campground and the others are there. So I do want to point out it may not be the best in terms of actual like role playing. There are fine tunes of RWKV available that are a lot more role play specific, but I just kind of wanted to do a quick showing of how we can get the basic RWKV up and running and start using it inside of any system. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Now you have up to like 1,000,000 tokens of context. It really blows my mind, and it's by no means necessary to run the model. I mean, you could totally stop the video here and have everything you need to know to start using RWKV easily, but I want to show you guys how this model works and how it is able to support 1,000,000 tokens of context. Like, why does this model have 1,000,000 tokens, but others like Llama have so much less? And a massive model like Claude, if you're running it on the cloud and they have their giant servers, yeah, it can handle up to 1,000,000 tokens. But I'm here on 16 gigabytes. That doesn't make sense. How can I have 1,000,000 tokens? If you don't have like that in your head of how much 1,000,000 tokens is, that's like 2,500 pages of text. So we are really dealing with like massive amounts of information. So let's see how RWKV is able to handle that. So what is RWKV? That is just an acronym that stands for Receptance Weighted Key Value. And that probably doesn't really mean much to you, and if it doesn't, that's fine. It may even call to mind a different acronym. However, basically what it is a recurrent neural network along with a transformer. And that kind of sounds weird, but it's fine because a better way to understand it than using this lingo is to compare it to other models. So every model is always going to require a context, and this is our context window that can, with RWKV, be infinite, but for most models we're limited. So why is that? Well, most models are going to take all of this context at once and process it, and then plug it into the transformer architecture. So this here is going to be your LLM. It's taking all of this input at once and inputting it through this. And that's why context is so important. It is what we're feeding our LLM to get the output, which we see over here. It's going to take all of this information, plug it through the brain of the AI, and send it over to output. And how is that different from an RWKV model? Well, an RWKV model, the architecture is going to look a little different, and of course with both of these I am super simplifying, but basically the RWKV within the model itself is storing some information. It has data from the recursion, which is basically just going to be vectors and stuff as always, but here I'm representing it with these little green dots. And it's going to split the input into like a line. So basically it's just a long line of tokens. And instead of processing all of these tokens at once, it's going to take them one at a time. So like with the first token, it's going to take it and it's going to store data about this token inside of the neural network. Then when we come over to the next token, it's going to push the data from before down, so it's still in the model, and it's taking in new information about this token. And same thing with the next token. It keeps on taking the information. And it's going to take the information one at a time. So that's incredibly important. That's why it doesn't get bogged down by excessive context windows, because no matter how long the context is, it can still process it, because it's going one at a time looking at each of these items. However, it can only store so much information inside of the model, which is why you're still going to have a functional limit to how much memory it can have. It's not truly infinite, of course, but it's going to handle long context windows a lot better than any other model out there just because of the way it's processing the data. It's processing it sequentially. And then the same thing is going to happen with the output. It's going to go one at a time. And it just keeps on adding tokens until it decides to stop. And it keeps going one at a time. So you never hit these big, like, context window issues because it operates much more like a human. Like when you read a text, you don't hold the entire text in your brain at once, like you memorize it, formulate your opinion, and then forget the text. Obviously that would be very expensive, very taxing on your brain, and your brain would probably melt because it's just not designed to work that way, in the same way that I melted my 4090 GPU trying to get some AIs to work on it. And that is how the AIs work, but not RWKV. It's a much more natural, kind of almost human way of processing data. And for the more computer science heavy people amongst you, I have here the O notation, and this is where it gets really crazy. When you're going over long context windows, so this is O notation with reference to context. And RWKV is ON, whereas standard you're going to have ON squared. So what does that mean? Basically, on a standard model, if you double your context size, it's going to take 4 times as long for it to give you an answer. On the other hand, RWKV, everything's linear. If you double the size of your context window, it's going to take twice as long, what you would expect. And resources is where it gets so crazy because RWKV is using constant resources. No matter how much context you put into RWKV, it's going to use the same amount of memory. Unlike these other models where you start increasing the context windows, now it's overflowing from your GPU and stuff, and it really limits the models. I mean, some of the models I'm running locally, I can't really go over like 8,000 tokens or else it starts to go crazy on me. RWKV, totally different. I can be running a 13.3B model on my Mac Mini and getting 1,000,000 tokens of context. That's just insane. And these RWKV models, they are really impressive. There are models from RWKV that you can even run on your phone. So you can run some of like I think the 1.3 and I believe it's 2.9B models. They'll run on a cell phone. So I mean, you hear so much about like AI using up all of the water, taking so much power, and these people with the RWKV model have casually dropped a model that can run on your phone, have infinite context from your cell phone, and you don't really hear about it that much. It always shocks me how little press RWKV gets, and we all know probably that's because nobody is making money off of it. It is a free model. I'm sure if someone was making millions of dollars off RWKV, we would be hearing about it in the news. But then it wouldn't be the amazing model it is. I mean, it is just free there for you to download, and I highly recommend you check it out. And of course, it's not necessarily the smartest model. You have to keep in mind an amount of the data is going into holding these values. And it's still just a new type of model, and no companies are really putting a lot of money into researching RWKV because, as I said, no one's making money off of it. You know, they make their money off of these giant servers that you have to pay to access. It's not really in their interest to have a tiny model that can do these tasks that almost has a superpower in terms of context that you can run from your computer. Although I will note, however, that some people have been looking into Windows, and it seems like some of the Copilot applications might be using RWKV. Windows is shipping with an RWKV runner, so I mean, companies are definitely willing to use it and make money off of it. They just do it quietly to make it seem like they're developing all of these tools. So I highly recommend it. I hope you guys have fun with it. Enjoy infinite context in SillyTavern. And I recommend just checking out the website because, like I say, this is one of the coolest LLM projects out there, in my opinion. I mean, infinite context running locally. What more can you want? I am really hoping that we see some more fine-tunes of RWKV coming up soon. I'll try to, at some point, do some more videos digging a little deeper into some of the other things we can do with RWKV, and maybe even training it, because keep in mind, this is a small model. You can train RWKV on like a 3090 if you have access to that. So you can make your own fine-tuned versions of RWKV. You are going to be limited by the parameter size, and there are projects going, they're trying to make it bigger, and there's a lot of just work being done with RWKV that's truly amazing. I can't get all into it in one video, and I don't want this to stretch out too much, but it's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comments section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.